Hey, everybody. I'm Trisha Swenson on this chilly Wednesday morning, January 26th. But we're going to see the sunshine come out. We're going to let you know about the snow totals, and we're going to also let you know about a few things happening on and off the mountain. We'll be with you for the next hour or maybe a little more. Vail Valley Live starts now.
Hey, good morning. Happy Wednesday. It is January 26th. I'm your host here in the studio, Ashley LaFleur. You just saw Trisha out in Vail Village, and yes, it is a chilly morning. However, a little bit warmer than I was expecting to find. I was checking my phone, and it was saying it was like -1 in Eagle this morning, and I walked out, and it was actually 12 degrees. So a little bit of a heat wave in Eagle first thing this morning. But we're so glad that you're joining us, and if you are watching on Facebook or on YouTube, please feel free to drop us a comment, say hello. We love to hear from you throughout the show. Really, it's one of the coolest things about the show that we actually get to interact with you while we're live. So make sure to do that. And also, if you're wondering where we are, we have a new YouTube link. If you just go to YouTube and type in Vail Valley Live, you'll find us there. And then you'll also still find us on under Vail Daily Live on Facebook. So a couple different options for you, but we are available, and we're also, of course, available on Outside TV Channel 17. So welcome to your Wednesday. We have a great show in store for you, and we have some really fun interviews to kind of get you ready for this weekend. And there's a really cool event that's happening tonight that we're going to tell you all about. And so let's maybe talk about exactly what we're going to be chatting with, or exactly who we're going to be chatting with. So first of all, we are going to be catching up with the Vail Veterans Program, which is so cool what they do. And so I'm very excited to learn a little bit more and also to meet one of their participants. Also, what's sparkling over at Betteridge Jewelers. Ken will be checking in with Knapp Harvest down in Eagle Ranch. Trisha making some homemade mayo. Of course she is, because she can do everything. Also, your weather, your headlines, events, and so much more. Also, a little preview of what's happening at the Colorado Ski and Snowsports Museum in conjunction with the upcoming Olympics. And speaking of that, Trisha is live over there right now with our girl Jen Mason. There's a very exciting event taking place tonight, and along with that is a brand new exhibit that's only there for a limited time, and it has everything to do with the Olympics. So let's send things out to them to find out more. Oh, Trisha, so you're right outside the Snowsports Museum. So this is really exciting. So what's happening tonight?
Okay, yeah. So I just saw Jen walk in, so she's getting the lights on and everything for us. But yeah, we've got a cool thing going on this evening, that kind of in advance of the Olympics. It's the Through the Lens series, and their first guest speaker is going to be Matt Renoux. And Matt Renoux, of course, from 9 News, he has been to 6 Olympics. He told me he's been to 6.5 because literally they go to where the Olympics are held pretty much the year before. So they went to Tokyo in 2019 for the 2020 Olympic Games. Then, of course, the 2020 Games were delayed until 2021. So, and then they didn't go back live to that one in person. So he's like, I've been to 6.5 is what he's saying. But he's going to give some great insight tonight on who and what to watch at the Beijing Olympics that are starting early February. Go for that 2-week period. And I think it'd be nice to be able to pick his brain and ask him questions. And he's been following so many of these athletes because he does a lot with the U.S. Olympic Training Center down in Colorado Springs. He knows a lot about the ice skaters that are going to be here. Of course, our hometown Rocky Mountain ski town heroes like Red Gerard, Taylor Gold, Michaela Schifrin. And he said the watch parties are going to be so key for these events because none of the families can go. None of the fans, none of the siblings, none of the friends, no one can go. So he said between working the morning show, their afternoon show, 9 News, and then the evening news programming, they're going to try to get to as many watch parties as they can so they are able to, get that feeling. And he said that's more important than ever this year. So he will be the Through the Lens speaker tonight at 5:30. It's in person and virtual. You can go on snowsportsmuseum.org to get your tickets, because we'll have to ask Jen, but we'll find out if this is going to be a sellout show for the in-person version.
That's so exciting. I mean, I feel like, Matt has done such incredible reporting, obviously, for now 6.5 Olympics, but really just to get that insight from him is going to be so cool and just really lend itself to the excitement of the Olympics. That's very, very fun. So we'll come back to you with Jen here shortly. So thank you for that little update. I'm excited to learn more about that and then also to get a little preview of that new exhibit that she was talking about on Monday. So we'll get in there here in just a second. But all right, we'll come back to you. Right now, we want to talk about what's going on with your weather and your mountain report. So again, this morning I was expecting it to be so much colder than it actually is. Now it's about, still in the single digits. So it is winter, but it's definitely not that -1 thing. That's not what I was finding when I was out in Eagle. So we'll have to check in with Trisha to see exactly what she's seeing in Vail. But today we're going to be seeing pretty much just sunny skies across the entire valley. So highs reaching into the upper 20s and the 30s, maybe just a little bit of wind out there and just nice and clear. And then tomorrow we could see maybe about 2 inches of snow for Vail and Beaver Creek, according to opensnow.com. So we have just kind of some flurries, some colder temperatures on tap for tomorrow. And then you can see here for Friday, for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, no snow predicted, nice and clear, sunny skies. And then maybe next Tuesday and Wednesday would be our next chance for snow. And he's saying maybe anywhere between like 6 to 7 inches potentially. But of course, we're still a week out. So, we'll see as we get a little bit closer to that. But a beautiful weekend on tap, especially if you want to get out there and do some skiing and riding. Over in Vail today, 97% of their terrain is now open. 266 of 273 trails, 25 lifts are operating, and they start those lifts at 8:30 a.m. If you're going to be going over to Beaver Creek, 94% of their terrain is open. They open at 9 a.m. and they go till 4. 24 of their 25 lifts are operating right now. Glad to see it. So big thank you to the outlets at Silverthorne for providing our weather and mountain report this morning. You can find them right at exit 205 along I-70, along with those elevated savings that you're going to find on name brands every single day. So great place to go get geared up and get yourself some new snow gear at the outlets at Silverthorne. Okay, so we should probably take a break. Before we do that, I just want to remind you again, since we're Vail Valley Live, new year, new name, you can find us. We have a different YouTube channel these days. So if you my easiest way of doing it, like I have it pulled up right now just so I can see any of your comments in case anybody wants to talk to us this morning. So it's not just Trisha and I talking to ourselves today, but you can find us if you just type in the little search window, Vail Valley Live. It's the easiest way to do it. So new YouTube channel, but subscribe so you don't miss out on anything, right? You want to make sure that you know what's going on here in the Valley and on the show. We're live each and every morning at 7:30 and also, of course, on Outside TV Channel 17 locally. Okay, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have a look at your headlines, your traffic report, and then we'll also have more live over at the Colorado Snowsports Museum with Jen and Trisha.
The thing I love most about Riding my bike is just a possibility. New roads, new adventures. It's just kind of endless. It's inspiring.
Let's go. I'll lead you, follow. There's nowhere we can't wander. I know you hear it call to.
Xterra, apparel for your active lifestyle. Visit xterraplanet.com today. Enter the promo code CHECK20 at checkout for an extra 20% off regularly priced merchandise.
So I was just checking out some of the hot loaded cocktails that they have at Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea at their Beaver Creek location. That opens at 8 a.m. But listen to this. They have the Uller hot chocolate, which has Ghirardelli hot chocolate with Uller peppermint cinnamon schnapps, named after the Norse god of snow, of course. The Daily Grind has 39 North spiced whiskey, coffee, Irish cream, vanilla with milk. Okay. The Rock and Chai, this would be more like Trisha and I. We both love our chai. So Rock and Rye whiskey, Kummel, and Sherpa chai. Interesting. Anyway, they have all kinds of delicious options. They also have like a house gin and tonic, hard cider. So not only do they, of course, have your caffeine to get you started in the morning, but then they also have a great happy hour selection as well. So if you haven't stopped in there yet, check out our local guys, Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. Now, also to get that, finger on the pulse of what's happening with what's local, the Vail Daily is the way to go. And of course, you can pick up the paper for free each and every day, or you can go to vaildaily.com to flip through the e-edition. So today, there's the most adorable photo of Stella, the birthday girl. She's just celebrated her 6th birthday by enjoying the fresh snow in Minturn on Tuesday. So cute. And then also what's not maybe very cute is the full buses and short staffing issues that are facing our eco-transit. So they really dive into exactly what's going on with our local transportation. So thank you to Kelly Duncan for that. This definitely spans several pages throughout the paper. So if you want to find out what's going on there and also maybe understand a little bit more about why your commute's a little bit longer, why those buses are a little bit fuller, you can find all of that on page A2. So then moving on to Vail Health, the CEO is talking about some of their future projects and also some of the growing pains, and you'll find that on page A3. And I mean, really pretty interesting statistics. So, and they talk about some of the new offerings that they have that might be a little bit more available, I guess, especially when it comes to mental health, behavioral health. So that's a good read. And then we go into what's going on with our program over at, First, we'll talk about the discounts at Stevens Pass. If you have been on social media recently, you probably know what's been going on at Stevens Pass. They've been having some issues with some lift lines and beyond. So now Vail Resorts is going to be offering a discount for next year's pass. So if they have a pass this year, next year's pass can be $385. So that's an additional $150 off the already discounted price. But you can read all about those shenanigans that are happening on page A11 in the paper today. So something that's a little bit more upbeat, I guess you could say, is the Through the Lens series. So Trisha was talking about this briefly, but we'll get to kind of see a little bit of what's going on with the athletes' uniforms. That's what you're seeing right here. So they have an exclusive from Spyder, which is a Colorado company. They're based out of Boulder. And so we're going to send things over to Trisha and Jen here in just a minute. You'll actually get to see it yourself. But really cool series. It kicks off with Matt Renoux tonight, but even like coming up on the 19th, Chris Anthony will be there talking about the Battle of Riva Ridge. And then we also have more in-depth information about the Vail Veterans Program and how that all began. So really cool series. And it goes all the way through March 30th. So that should be a lot of fun and very interesting. So cool there. Now, speaking of skiing, you can get your new ski fix with some documentaries not only about our very own Michaela Schifrin on Outside Plus, but then also Peekaboo Street. And Lindsey Vonn has a heavy involvement in this new documentary about Peekaboo, who was kind of her idol and then became her teammate. So I'm excited to see that one. I haven't had a chance to take a look, but Michaela Schifrin's documentary you can watch on Outside Plus, and it just follows her throughout 2021 and just preparing for the Olympics, and really, really interesting look. So check that out. And then speaking of Michaela Schifrin, she just got 5th place in the giant slalom in her final World Cup before the Olympics. So you can follow along with what's going on there, all on page A29. So that's a look at what's going on in the paper today. And again, you can pick it up for free each and every day in one of those blue boxes all the way from Vail to .0. Now, if you're going to be doing that commute along I-70, I have to tell you the roads are really in pretty good shape on my commute this morning. Yesterday was a little bit tricky. That was not my favorite. Meredith is nodding. I think she maybe had the same experience. But today, pretty nice and dry. There are, a few icy spots, of course, and especially in town. Watch out for those roundabouts. But traffic moving along very smoothly. You can mostly see that blacktop out there. Not a whole lot of traffic going on just yet. So smooth sailing for your commute today. But that could change a little bit tomorrow as we have some more snow moving in. And should we maybe check in with Trisha and Jen? Are they ready? Okay, so we're going to send things over to Trisha and Jen. They are live this morning in Vail at the Colorado Ski and Snowsports Museum, and there's a very exciting event happening tonight, and we also have that preview of the Olympic uniforms from Spyder. So let's send it out to them. Trisha and Jen, I'm very excited. Oh, you already have it up. It's already ready. Hi, good morning.
Yes. Oh, we have it up. I am in love with all of these pieces. It is just so neat. This great collaboration with Eric Hayes and Spyder. Jen Mason from the Colorado Snowsports Museum is here to tell us more. And Jen, this is pretty exclusive that you got this. This isn't someone else's uniform from past Olympics, which I know you have.
Yeah.
This is what they're going to be wearing. And for many of us, it is the first time we are seeing this.
Yes. No, I have like goosebumps talking about it. One of my board members, Trent Bush, worked for Spyder at some point, and he had a connection, and he was like, wouldn't this be so cool? Like a year ago. We've been working on this for over a year. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so we have them.
So
they're in the house.
Okay, we've got it. Let's get a close-up of what we have, because this is going to be the competition uniforms. This isn't what they're wearing for opening ceremonies.
No.
That's something different.
That's something different.
But we have the freestyle, free ski, alpine. Look at this. So this is kind of what they're going to be wearing when they're warming up, when they're getting ready to compete, and then also underneath what they're wearing.
Yes, exactly. So of course, like the freestyle, it's all cute and baggy, and and then they've got these cool vests over it. Like there's lots of pieces underneath. Of course, we don't want to touch anything, and then we have these really cool gloves, and it's all in collaboration with an artist out of New York. Eric Hayes is his name, and it's just like I love, like it's kind of retro-y with the stars, like. This, this is the stars instead of just being, and of course it's red, white, and blue. And then if you look really closely, like this camo print, it actually says like USA all over it. Like it's so cool.
Even down to the detail of the little the string.
The string. And then here's like another cool detail. All the zipper pulls have this little rubbery, so it's super like they can grab it really fast, like with big mittens on, like USA, with the little stars. Like it's everything is the stars and USA, and it's all red, white, and blue. And like the cute little bucket hat and like the handkerchief for them to like wear around town, and all this amazing stuff. And the really like cool thing about this whole thing is David Jacobs, who started Spyder. Spyder is a Colorado company, is also in our Hall of Fame. Like he's been in the ski industry in Colorado since the beginning. So like it all ties it back into the history of this museum, and he is a Hall of Fame member and a big part of our museum.
Yeah,
so,
I'm just gonna close over here. So David Jacobs right here, it's apparel. The apparel partnership with Spyder, that's been going on for quite some time.
Since 1989, the athletes have been wearing Spyder when they're competing, which is incredible. Another like really interesting fact, which I didn't know. until 1976, like you just wore like your club. Like if you were at DU, if you were a collegiate athlete, you might have worn your DU uniform. Like they did not have competition uniforms until 1976.
Oh wow!
They're like, just wear whatever.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
good. You don't need to all match.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, and then here's Eric Hayes. So he's the artist.
Yeah, Eric Hayes out of New York. Yes,
Okay.
which is incredible. So, and it's also really cool that all of these uniforms and what they're wearing are 55% made out of recycled materials.
Oh, wow.
So that's like another first for the industry. And then these, of course, this is the Ariel's uniform. So if you see underneath, he's got like a really tight fitting speed suit. And then this is what he'll wear, you know, in the start, you know, when they're waiting up top, like waiting to go, like over this, like, so everybody,
so they stay warm.
everybody has like, and then of course I'm so grateful that we were able to get a hold of the Alpine uniform.
Yes.
So this is, you know, these are our people, you know, in our community. A lot of we have, you know, of course, Michaela Schiffer and Lindsay Vaughn, and Lindsay's not there anymore, but of course, like, you know, we have a lot of connections to Alpine, and this is what they'll wear like when they're warming up, and then you can see the speed suit underneath, and it's got the pads and everything on it.
I love the detail with the USA still, just even in the lining with that kind of camo.
And then I don't know if we can get a big shot of this, but there's this amazing
Barry, come on in here and
message
see this.
on the inside that kind of gives them this amazing, like it says, you know, congratulations on becoming a member of the U.S. Olympic team. It's just this incredible, really powerful, moving thing. When you wear this uniform, you are representing a nation, and it just goes. It's this incredible message to the athletes, and we will blow that up so you'll have that. People can see it. It gives you goosebumps.
I
when you
know
read
it does, and then we've got the just the palm hats, the ball caps, of course, the gaiters. Wow,
and that cute little bucket hat. Yeah, it's so cool.
So this is really this is just
This is like a coup. This is a big deal that we got this.
Yeah.
Like, some of the athletes might have not even have seen these uniforms yet.
So
that
you're
have made the
seeing it
team.
here first, and you can come on into the Snowsports Museum. They are open every day.
Yeah, we're open 11 to 6 every day.
All right, and then don't forget tonight Through the Lens series. It's going to be all about the Olympics as well. So come early, see the exhibit, learn all about it, and then check out your Olympic wall.
Yes, we have the original, the uniform, the opening ceremonies uniform that they wore in the very first Olympics in 1924 in San Moritz.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
And then we have Tess Johnson's gloves from Pyeongchang. Like, it's so cool.
Oh, I know. And you've got, you know, don't you have
we've got
Billy
a
Kidd?
Billy Kidd's helmet. And we've got Chad Fleischer's helmet because he had that really cool leopard print helmet.
They have the torch.
And the torch when it came through Salt Lake. We have so many. We could talk for an hour.
Okay.
So yeah, I know
Come
we can.
early today before the event at 5:30. You still have tickets for that.
We do have tickets for tonight. It starts at 5:30. You get a beer, some wine, a little light apps, and then you'll learn all about what to watch, who to watch, how to watch it, because it's so confusing now with all the different platforms. NBC Peacock, you know, all the things, and NBC. Like, it's just so different than it used to be. But you used to just turn the TV on.
Yeah. Matt Renoux is going to be leading this. He's from 9 News, and he will be giving you some great details and insights. You know, he's been following these athletes for a number of years. He says 6.5 Olympics because, you know, Tokyo kind of got messed up a little bit.
Yeah.
But, so he's going to have a lot of good advice and just insight. So it's going to be well worth it. Come on down. It can be in person if you want, and I think you should, because then you can see all the exhibits, but it will be virtual as well.
It will be virtual as well, and the link will be available on our webpage, which is snowsportsmuseum.org, and you can just click on the link, and the link is not live yet. It'll be up around probably about 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Closer to the
But
event.
it would be great if people wanted to come in person.
I
Tickets
know.
are $20 for museum members and $25 for non-members, and you can just buy them at the door.
Yeah.
We are requiring vaccination, proof of vaccination, or a negative PCR COVID test.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. All right, check it all out. Breaking news, we have some of the uniforms, the competition uniforms for the 2022 Olympics in Beijing.
Thank you, Trent Bush.
Yeah, thanks, Trent Bush.
Oh my gosh, how cool is that? She just gave me full on chills when she was reading that message on the inside of the jacket. Like, I had no idea that they sewed in those kind of details. That's so cool. And then I didn't know that they would also have like the display so beautifully put together. I mean, this is amazing. They do such a good job over there. So awesome, Trisha and Jen. Thank you so much for that great information. And then also I want to say hello to some of our chatters first thing this morning. So Dan Elliott, good morning, Ashley. Nice to see your smiling face. Well, Dan, I can't see your face, but it's so nice to have your comment. It's so good to have you back here on the show. Dan's watching us from Florida. What's happening in Florida today? How warm is it? Is it like 85, 90? Florida. My brother's still there. I'd call that place home, but man, warm temperatures in January. Also, Rita Simmons Modern is enjoying listening and watching. Good morning, Miss Modern. It's so good to have you here with us. Rita is a longtime family friend of ours, and man, she and her husband are they're so fun. They have quite the history behind them. Her husband was a test pilot in the Air Force, and the parties they used to throw, we probably can't talk about them on the air, but anyway, longtime family friends. So good morning to the Modern family, and also to John Bonner. That was a very interesting segment. I completely agree with you. Like, so cool. I mean, I love that we have this resource, and then I also love that it's virtual, right? So you could actually watch it and you can tune in. I want to see it tonight so I can kind of get the scoop from Matt Renoux and really know how to watch. And I feel like it just amplifies that energy going into the Olympics, especially with how many local athletes that we have that are going to be representing us there. So also Dan Elliott says, nope, raining in 55? Really? Whoa, actually like feeling like winter in Florida. Okay, well, that is surprising. Well, let us know where you're chatting from, where you watching, what's happening where you are. I mean, Florida is really crushing it right now with the representation, and then John's watching from North Carolina. So who else is out there? Let us know. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have a look at what's going on over at Beaver Creek. We'll also have a look at all things sparkly at Betteridge, so stay with us.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Winter is coming, and you can enjoy every minute with Outside Plus, your membership to the outdoors. Whether you're exploring the backcountry or your local trails, Outside Plus has you covered. With expert advice on gear, product discounts, premium access to Outside TV and the Gaia GPS app, and inspiring content delivered from the most respected names in the outdoors. Become an Outside Plus member today to get free tickets and VIP access to this year's Warren Miller film. Join at warrenmiller.com/Outside Plus.
Vail Valley Live outerwear provided by Skea Limited.
This weather and mountain report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
All right, so nice and sunny today really is what we're expecting for our forecast, and we are going to be seeing those temperatures kind of topping out in the 30s. You can already see that sunshine starting to hit just the very tip of the peaks there, and traffic moving along nicely through that Vail corridor. You can also see, I love the chimneys, like the smoke rising up from the chimneys. It just makes it feel like it's such a beautiful little holiday village. And those temperatures, I mean, it says -1. Like right there, I don't believe it, because it said it was going to be -1 in Eagle this morning, and it was 12 degrees above zero. So temperatures are iffy at the moment, but it is going to be getting up into the upper 20s and low 30s, depending on where you are, and a little bit breezy. So we could still see that wind gust maybe up to like 7 miles an hour at the most, but beautiful day on tap. And then tomorrow we do have some more snow on the way. So maybe about 2 inches. It's just going to be kind of some of those light flurries, some cooler temperatures for tomorrow's high. And then as we go into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, temperatures, look at this, like maybe even getting into the mid 40s on Sunday. Like, whoa, feeling very much like springtime, but beautiful, just beautiful weekend ahead. And then our next chance for snow probably Tuesday or Wednesday next week, according to opensnow.com. We could see maybe like 6-7 inches depending, but of course it's still a little bit unpredictable as far as how far we are from that. So we'll keep you updated as we get closer. And right now a lot of the terrain open at Vail, 97% is open right now, and they'll be opening their lifts at 8:30 this morning. Beaver Creek reporting 94% of their terrain open. They'll be opening at 9 this morning. So for Vail, 266 trails of 273 are open. 25 lifts are operating. And then over at Beaver Creek, they have 159 of their 160 Niceville. What? Okay, by the way, Niceville is my hometown. So 44 really, and 28 degrees coming this weekend. Whew, man, that is really chilly. I don't remember it getting that cold when I was there, but wow, that's surprising. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys still have all your warm clothes from when you came out to visit. They came out to see us in October for the test pilot reunion that they have in Vail every couple years. So it was really cool to see them and also like hear some of the stories. So yeah, those test pilots, let me tell you, intelligent and also know how to have a good time. All right, so let's talk about what's going on if you want to have a good time over at Beaver Creek this week. So tomorrow night, they do Thursday night lights. And if you've never been a part of this is really, really cool. So if you maybe, probably like most people have never skied in the dark before, but this is family friendly. So as long as your kids are able to ski at a certain level, they can participate in this. So it's totally free and it goes on through the end of March. And so basically the sun goes down and then you get the glow sticks and then you all get to ski down together under the stars at Beaver Creek. It's really, really magical. And if you've never done it before, I would definitely encourage it. Very, very cool. And then also tonight at the Villar Performing Arts Center, we have Grand Funk Railroad. So if you have not been to the Villar, also a great place to catch a show. So that's going to start at 7:30 tonight. Tickets start at $75. And it's, amazing to just go and experience live music in that setting. Not a bad seat in the house. And it's the American Band, as they refer to themselves. So get in there for the Grand Funk Railroad show tonight at the VPAC at 7:30 p.m. So you can go to villarpac.org to get those tickets. Now, we should probably talk about things that you would want to wear to a show at the Villar. Maybe you want something a little sparkly. Maybe you are getting ready for Valentine's Day coming up and you're looking to really wow that Valentine of yours. Well, place that you can definitely make that happen is at Betteridge. And, they have just incredible jewelry, estate pieces. Their watches are amazing, but we're going to send things over to Lance to tell you more about it.
We're here at Betteridge in Solaris Plaza. Lance is going to give us a little tour of some of the jewelry that you can find. But Betteridge, what a name in the business. 1897. It's been around for over a century.
That's a lot of math, but yeah, a long time. We've been around since 1897. The Betteridge family started out in the world of silver, quickly got into jewelry in New York City, and now it's called Greenwich, Connecticut home, and that's where the family lives, and that's where the business is based out of. Terry Betteridge, the owner of the company, is a master of estate jewelry, but we also carry a lot of new designer jewelry, which is what we got some incredible stuff to show you here today. With a wide range of different variations of styles.
Okay, we'll start with this one first.
Let's start right here at this first one. And actually, this is the newest of our designers, not just us carrying it, but actually as far as when he started. This collection is called Davidor. This is all handmade out of Paris. It all has this arch theme. It comes in all 3 colors of golds with lots of different color of lacquer. This one just happens to be a really nice, beautiful red lacquer, almost strawberry in color with lots of diamonds. And there's many different collections. So this is a brand new collection. This one's also at Bergdorf, and we're lucky to have this collection actually, so it's a big deal. I know, right? This next one here, this is Palmolato. Palmolato is Italian, and this started in roughly 1967. They do all of their jewelry in this rose gold, but it's not a super bright rose. It's kind of a nice crossover with yellow.
And it's fun to put a little color in there too.
Tons of color. This is the Nudo collection. It's all about color and stacking with this collection here with the Nudo.
Well, and speaking of stacking, a lot of bracelets, and this is a really good brand for you too.
This is a fantastic brand, a brand that we love. This is Palmrelli. Palmrelli is based out of Philadelphia. All the product is made out of Philadelphia. Started in the late 1960s. Paul is still designing and still working within his shop and his boutique in Philadelphia. We like this brand a lot. We do a ton of trunk shows with them over the year. And we'll definitely have a bunch of his trunk shows coming up. You're wearing one of his bracelets. This is mixed with Palmolato, but this is one of his bracelets called Unity, along with the necklace and earrings, mixing and matching Palmolato and Palmrelli. It looks fantastic here.
Yeah, you can blend your designers like how we did today. And then tell us about this brand. This is really eye-catching.
This is an eye-catching brand. This one's been around for over 100 years. This is Buchelatti. They started in 1919. They're also out of Italy. This particular collection is called the Hawaii collection. It's very light and very airy. It's all 18 karat. Of course, you have diamonds mixed in there as well. It's a very playful, very airy collection that is done very well. And this is one of their iconic brands that Buchelatti carries. We just started carrying this brand as well over the past year, so fairly new to us.
Well, how fun. You got to come in here, you got to learn about the brands, or of course, so many people already know, and then they know that it's here and they seek it out. But it must be neat to meet the customers.
Absolutely, and they have the time because you're in Vail to take the time to enjoy the experience and really enjoy looking at all these different collections. So.
Okay, all right. Betteridge right here at Solaris Plaza in the heart of Vail. Start the new year out right with Knapp Harvest. Mushrooms have been named the top ingredient of the year by the New York Times, and we have them in all shapes and sizes. Honey continues to be a hot topic for health, so stock up with Knapp's Nectars. Knapp Harvest, your indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week.
Huh, is that true? Geico's been saving folks money for 85 years?
Yep, that's right.
Wait, so if Geico's 85, that makes you...
Are you asking if I'm 85 years old?
I mean, sea turtles live to be 150, so... No, I was not.
Do I look 85?
What? No! You look young. You look young for however old you are.
Geico, saving people money for 85 years.
Welcome to the club.
What's going on?
Get your arms up.
Hours of operation, whenever you need to feel good. The club has no dress code.
You got this.
No rules of decorum. Pets are allowed.
Now we're squat jumping up a storm. Quick.
You don't have to show your card at the door.
Breathe naturally.
There is no door to the club. There is no ceiling. And if you have 10 minutes,
come on,
20, 30, and if you're wearing one of these, let's go.
This nonprofit spotlight is brought to you by Slifer Smith & Frampton Foundation, which supports the local community through needs-based giving, with a focus on families, youth enrichment, and environmental stewardship. Give to one, give to many at ssffoundation.org.
So very excited to have Vail Veterans Program on the show today. And so Trisha is out in Vail. She is live with Jen Brown this morning to tell us a little bit more about this incredible program and also, you know, what they have on tap. And hopefully soon we'll actually get to meet one of the participants as well. So we're going to send things out to Trisha and Jen to find out more. Good morning, you two.
Oh, good morning, Ashley. Yes, we have Jen Brown, who is the new executive director of the Vail Veterans Program, which is such an amazing program that started here in Vail 2004.
That's correct. That's when Cheryl hosted the first program here in Vail.
Yes, Cheryl Jensen, who I just saw, she's inside as well. And you know what? I love to see how far it's grown, how much it's grown in just this amount of time. You know, humble beginnings, where Cheryl just thought she'd do it for maybe a year, and then it spawned into something that is a year-round program. So this is one of your winter programs.
That's correct. And really, Cheryl, when she started this program, brought out Heath Calhoun, and what she realized from that experience is just how truly transformational it is. And really, I think that inspired her to just continue, and it's been 18 years, and she has evolved this into not just the winter program, and we've got the winter family program right now, we've got summer experiences, we've got caregiver experiences as well. So it's extremely well-rounded, and it's just been tremendous.
Yeah, so mountains are healing, as we all know, but they really heal, especially some of these vets that are coming from catastrophic injuries. And you work with quite a few of the medical hospitals to find out, you know, who they think is best suited for this program.
Yes, we partner with Walter Reed Army Medical Center, Brooke Army Medical Center in San Antonio, and then the Naval Medical Center in San Diego. And partnering with them, they help provide us with recommendations on patients and families that need to come out and have this confidence building and gathering time together.
Yeah, and we're talking maybe a single amputee, double amputee, and they work with the adaptive ski and snowboard program here at Vail Mountain. I don't think a lot of people know that we have this, you know, for any time, but then they really shine during this program.
We have an incredible partnership with Vail Resorts, and the Vail Adaptive Ski and Snowboard School provides all of their expert instructors to work and partner with our vets and really anticipate their needs. They call them in advance and try to determine, you know, what their needs might be, and then they get on the hill and have progression throughout their stay here. And it's really incredible to see them start here on the carpet behind us and move up on hill, and by the end of the stay they're making great turns.
I know, and it is really neat. And some of them, have never skied or snowboarded before. Maybe others have tried it but haven't been out there for a while. And then what they discover is that their kids are learning too, their spouses are learning or advancing, and to have something they can do as a family, I mean, that is so heartwarming.
It truly is. To see the families bond and be out here together, to see the excitement, to see the interaction between mom and dad and the kids, and just talk about their day, to come together and just share that experience, and to just see their smiles is so inspirational.
Well, and they just arrived on Saturday, so they've had a couple of days. And how has it been to see the transformation, from when they get off and they enter into the Vail Valley and they start getting familiar with the equipment to now today? Today's going to be their last day on the hill. They leave tomorrow bright and early.
It's true. When they first arrive, I think, there may be some hesitancy and just really trying to take in the whole experience. And one of the incredible things that we know about Vail is it's such a humbling, welcoming community, and we really want to make everybody feel special. And with their time here, each day they grow more comfortable. The other special thing is they get to bond with one another. It's building confidence, and it's really forming these lifelong relationships. And I think one of the things that we want everybody to know when they come here is that they're part of the Vail family. We hope to have them come back for future programs, and it's just so nice to see them settle in, have a great time, and just let them be themselves and have an amazing time on the hill.
Oh yeah, and then afterwards, I know they went bowling last night. They're going tubing tonight, so there's dinners, there's more community times to bond, and this is just a great program. Congrats to you guys for 18 years, going strong.
18 years, and yes, we couldn't be more grateful to our community for all their support and for making this possible. And we're excited that we're back in person for a group program, and looking forward to a couple more down the road.
Okay, we're going to meet one of the vets after this break and come back, but this is all free of charge to the veterans and their families. So if you want to donate or find out more, you can always go to the website. And what's that?
Yes, it's vailveteransprogram.org. There is a donate button on the website, and if you'd like to look at more information and learn our stories, please visit the website. Thank you.
Jen, thanks so much, and congrats on your new role here.
Thank you so much.
Okay, Ashley, back to you.
All right. Thank you so much, Trisha. What an amazing program, right? So vailveteransprogram.org is the website. I was just on here. I had a chance to, I was, working for another station, and I was out hiking on the mountain. I had my camera, and I came across this group of women. There was like 15 of them. It was like first thing in the morning. Like I wasn't used to seeing anybody else out there except for myself. And they were part of the caregivers retreat that they do. And man, like it just, the way that they take care of our veterans and their families, I love it. It just gives me chills thinking about all the great work that's happening over there. So I'm excited to meet our vet coming up here in just a minute. But before we do that, I wanted to talk about some great ways to just kind of fuel your mind and your body for the new year. Maybe you're looking for something that provides you with some great organic options. Well, Knapp Harvest is open now in Eagle Ranch, and they have a really great selection and some things that maybe you wouldn't typically think you'd find there. So, of course, we sent our intrepid reporter, Ken Hovey, to find out all the details. Let's take a look.
As if things couldn't get any sweeter in Eagle, they have Knapp Harvest joining me right now. Once again, Carrie Hogan, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
I want to talk about honey.
I do too. I always want to talk about honey.
I say I love honey when I was a kid,
Yes.
Right out of the jar, people are like, ooh, you can do that?
That's why you're so healthy.
Is that what it is?
I'm telling you what, honey has all of the enzymes, all of the minerals that you need, and it's also so good for your immune system. So during these COVID times and trying to keep healthy, how does your medicine taste usually?
I did not know this.
Oh my God.
You're telling me that eating that honey was good for me.
This one, I open up and I eat it like pudding. We have some of the top honeys in the world.
I wanted to say this. I mean,
this
it's
is
not
cool.
just honey like when you go into certain supermarkets. It's a chain. Has your name, your brand on it. And like right here, the Trappers Lake Fireweed.
Right up there.
Local. Where is this?
So this is from Trappers Lake. So when bees feed on one particular flower, they can put one flavor on that. Otherwise, bees are going around and picking all sorts of flowers, right? So that's where our wildflower local honey comes in. That comes from our 20 hives that are up and down the valley. But these come from specific areas. So you could actually do a taste comparison between Trappers Fireweed and Oregon Fireweed honey.
I wanted to talk about some other foods, but before we did that, I wanted to talk about the colors themselves. What's
Isn't
the
that
difference in
cool?
this?
So it really is the difference of what they're feeding on. Now, propolis is a little different from honey. It comes from the hive, along with beeswax, along with royal jelly. We've all heard about them, but the bees actually produce them themselves. So when I go into my hive, I can scrape, I can see the propolis, it's orange. It's different than the wax, you can tell the wax. And then the royal jelly is another whole color.
Crazy.
It is so much to learn about bees, it's nuts.
Well, and of course, when you stop by Knapp Harvest, they have a little bit of everything. And I want to talk about foods before we duck out. Organic paleo chicken soup.
Absolutely, another good for you.
Also, English coffee made out of these honeys.
Out of honeys.
And then I would always think about gift ideas.
Yes.
Whenever I'm going somewhere.
Yes.
I love the fact that you have nectar candles,
Isn't
all
that
these
cool?
things and more. What are the most popular items right now?
Well, I'm going to say it's our second nature gourmet meals to go because people really grab those instead of a pizza or hamburgers, which is really great, especially when we're trying to keep healthy. But number 2 is honey.
You have everything here.
Well, we have everything. Oh
All
my God.
In this convenient little
It's
location.
it really is. It's fun, isn't it? It's an indoor farmer's market, open 7 days a week, all year round.
You know what? This place is the place to be.
To be.
That's it.
To be.
We got to wrap it up. Good to see you,
Good to
Carrie
see
Hogan,
you
once
too,
again
Ken.
with Knapp Harvest. Come by and see them here in Eagle Ranch.
Start the new year out right with Knapp Harvest. Mushrooms have been named the top ingredient of the year by the New York Times, and we have them in all shapes and sizes. Honey continues to be a hot topic for health, so stock up with Knapp's Nectars. Knapp Harvest, your indoor farmers market, open 7 days a week.
Treat your dog to delicious, nutritious dog food. Specialty items and high-quality gear for dogs who love to get outside and play. Do-it-yourself dog washing and grooming services now available. Mountain Canine, the dog-friendliest shop in the Vail Valley.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
All right, so let's talk about that weather. A lot of sunshine in store. I can see now the sun is starting to creep down to the valley floor. I can see it through our windows here in Eagle Vale, and that's really going to be the case throughout the day today. So pretty nice and mild temperatures. Highs will be in the upper 20s and 30s, and mostly clear skies. But we do have some snow on the way tomorrow, so maybe about 2 inches possible. And it looks like it's just going to be kind of the light flurries, so nothing crazy. But of course, you'll probably want to take it a little bit easier for your commute out there. And then as we go into the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday will also be nice and clear. We could even see those temperatures getting into the 40s. So it's going to feel very much like spring this weekend here in the high country. Now, for those conditions out there on the mountain, we are looking pretty good for both Vail and for Beaver Creek. So I was looking at the snowfall totals for the season. So Vail, 142 inches for the season so far. Beaver Creek, 131 inches for their season. And in the last 7 days, Vail's had 4 inches. Beaver Creek has had 8. And they both have bases that are also pretty good. So 48-inch base over at Vail, 36-inch base at Beaver Creek. And if you want to get out and ski and ride today, Vail will be opening at 8:30 this morning, and Beaver Creek will be opening at 9. Now, coming up, I was just doing a little research. So, we have our summer games that we've been so used to. And we have, of course, that's been going on for a long time. Ken Hobie's been a big part of that with the kayaking and the stand-up paddleboarding and the biking and the running. Well, we have the return of the winter games coming up February 25th through the 27th. So I was just looking at the schedule. So they have Skimo, which, we have some pretty impressive of ski mountaineers that live around this area. And so what I was looking at, though, is that it's going to be kind of more of a nighttime race, that one. So that's going to be pretty intense. But they have biking options, run and snowshoe options. They have live music. They also have things you can compete with your dog, which it's the 5K Dog Derby Snowshoe Race. So that should be a lot of fun. That's going to be coming up at 2 o'clock on February 26th. So registration is now open. So if you want to go to winter.mountaingames.com, you can get all the details there. But again, it's coming up the February 25th through the 27th. So I'm really excited about that. Now, something else that I'm excited about is, Trisha, the girl has some skills, right? Like she just, beyond biking in Spain or in Italy for a honeymoon, and then also doing some great reporting. Then the girl, she also gets in the kitchen and finds really cool recipes, and I'm excited about this one in particular. So for someone like myself, I can't handle cheese anymore in my life. I know it was one of the most horrible breakups I've ever had in my life, but mayo has kind of become like my new cheese, right? It's something that you can add a lot of flavor to, and especially when you can make your own, there's so many different options. So Trisha is going to be showing us how to make some mayo on the show right now, the little dine and drink segment. Let's take a look.
It's summertime, and that means salads, and a lot of bases for chicken salad or tuna salad is mayonnaise. We're going to learn how to make your own mayonnaise. Christine Pierangeli has joined us. She's a certified master nutritional therapist, and this is how your grandma made it, with just basic ingredients, and it's more healthy than the store-bought kind.
That's right. That's right. Nothing that you can't pronounce in this one, right? I mean, it's oil, an egg, and some other things. Here we've got a little bit of Dijon mustard.
Okay. So we've got our oil and the egg. And what kind of oil do you use?
I use avocado oil. It's perfect. Actually, it's really the one you have to use for consistency's sake.
Okay. Yep.
Apple cider vinegar, 2 teaspoons. Little plop of pepper. All right. Little plop of salt. Little garlic.
All right, yeah.
And then the fun begins very quickly. We get the immersion blender.
Okay.
And?
Because you really want to mix the ingredients very, very well, so it has that smooth consistency.
That's right. And really doesn't work very well with a regular blender. An immersion blender is really what you need.
Okay, yeah, invest in this, because if you can make your own mayo, you can save money and it's healthier.
That's right, that's right. Okay. Consistency will definitely vary. So just know that it's great as a salad dressing. It's great on top of anything. It's great in a tuna salad. Perfect for a lot of different things.
And then we're going to make a tuna salad today. So we've got our tuna right here and a couple of other fun things to add to it, right?
You can really make this your own. I like to add celery and onion. You could use pickle relish. Some people put different things in there.
Yeah, and you want everything chopped up pretty small, right?
That's right, that's right.
Okay. All right, I'll let you take over.
We'll just put a little bit of the mayo in. That's totally personal and up to you.
Yeah, because you just kind of want it to bind and to add it all together.
Great source of protein, healthy fats, omega-3 fatty acids in the tuna. Put that onto lettuce wraps. You can even put it on cauliflower toast.
Yeah.
Great as a snack or as a lunch.
Okay, and if you're looking for some healthy ideas and ways to really, amp up how you're eating, what's your website?
It's profoundwellness.fit.
Okay, perfect. All right, try this summer mayo for your next chicken salad, tuna salad, whatever you like.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Club One is a pivotal part of the Vail lifestyle, with spacious lockers to store all your gear in a ski-in, ski-out location. Club One is your mountain headquarters, stacked with club amenities and members-only perks. Club One, we're the locals' locker.
Get more information at VailYetiHockey.com. Go Yeti!
Vail Valley Live outerwear provided by Scale Limited.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
All right, so plenty of sunshine in that forecast today. It's all brought to you by Carrots. Before we get into that sunshine, though, Dan, we were just talking about mayo, and he's saying you have to get into mustard. So much flavor, and it's good for you. I agree, Dan. I love mustard, especially like some of that stone ground stuff. And but mayo, there's something about the creaminess of mayo, especially when I can't have cheese. It just makes me really happy. And then, of course, I know this is very polarizing. I have, like, one of my best friends hates mayo with a passion, so much she made her own T-shirt that says, "I hate mayo." So, and I know there's a lot of opinions about it. But yeah, I love mustard, too. I want to know, do you have a favorite one, Dan? What's your favorite? Okay, so sunshine today. There are also going to be lots of sunshine this weekend, and temperatures even getting into the 40s this weekend. But before we get there, we do have a little bit of snow on the way for tomorrow, about 2 inches maybe possible for Vail and Beaver Creek, and both resorts are almost 100% open. So Vail 97% open right now. Beaver Creek is 94% open, and again, we could see maybe another 2 inches on tap for both resorts for tomorrow before we see a lot of sunshine ahead for the weekend. So we're going to take things out to Trisha and one of the members of the Vail Veterans Program, and we're going to find out a little bit more about his experience while being here in town with it. And I'm so excited about just this program in general and the work that's happening with the Vail Veterans Program. They do so much, not only for our veterans but also for their families. So we're going to send things out to them to learn a little bit more.
This nonprofit spotlight is brought to you by Slifer Smith and Frampton Foundation, which supports the local community through needs-based giving, with a focus on families, youth enrichment, and environmental stewardship. Give to one, give to many at ssffoundation.org. All right, we are excited for this nonprofit spotlight bright and early this morning. Joining me now, a participant in the Vail Veterans Program, we have U.S. Marine Corps Corporal Mark Hegley, retired, and he's with us this morning. He's part of the program this year, but Mark, this is not your first rodeo. You've actually been a participant at the Vail Veterans Program winter programming before. Tell us about that.
10 years ago. I came here 10 years ago right out of the hospital, and it was a fun time. Again, being 10 years ago, I remember some things and whatever, but I was still probably a little out of it. The second time around, it's way more fun.
Yeah.
I got my family here with me, and it's kind of like riding a bike. I suppose it kind of came back to me somewhat. It's only, day 3 or 4?
Yeah.
And I'm already scooting down the top of the mountain. I think I'm doing a pretty good job by myself, but it's a lot more fun this time around now that I kind of got my wits and used to the new lifestyle 10 years later.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
And you know what? And that is the thing. The Vail Veterans Program brings the catastrophically wounded to the mountains where the mountains have healing powers, we think. And it's just neat to see the transition from the first day you arrive to a couple days in, and then before you go home, to have that. And it's great that you were able to come back and then share this experience with your families. That's what they like to do. They'll do programs just for individual vets, but then the family programming is really fun because you could be out there cruising with your kids and wife now.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And it's really cool because at the end of every day, there's always an event. There's always a supper together. So the camaraderie is still there with fellow vets. A lot of different branches. I love talking to guys from different branches because, being in the Marine Corps, I know what the Marine Corps is. I was there. But talking to Air Force, Army guys, it's kind of cool because it's a totally different experience sometimes. And so talking to them at the end of the day is a lot of fun, too. After all the activities are over, you can go to supper and do that sort of thing.
Yeah, I know you had bowling last night. They've got tubing tonight. So that'll be great. And the adaptive ski and snowboard program, they do such a wonderful job of making sure people have the right tools to get out there on the hill, to scoot around, and the instruction and the progression.
The instructors are great. My instructor, Chris, Absolutely top notch. All credit goes to him as for how good I am right now, because he knows my mindset being in the Marine Corps. He was a long-time Air Force vet, but he knows that for me to get something done, he's just got to let me do it. He's just got to let me fall and get after it, and it worked. I picked it up, like I said, not to brag, but rather quickly. So
Yeah, he was at the top of the hill yesterday.
Yeah.
So where do you think you're going to go today?
Back to the top of the hill and probably just go faster. We'll work on speed. I'll try and go faster this time. I don't know.
Yeah. And I think it's really wonderful that the Vail Veterans Program, they work with the hospitals, Walter Reed, Brooke, and so years ago, a decade ago, you were kind of, you were one of the candidates that said, okay, we think Mark can benefit from this.
Yep.
How important was that for you to kind of just be sent to the mountains on your next mission, if you will?
It was really cool. This is actually the first kind of wounded veteran program I was a part of, and really it's the only one I've kind of came back to because it was such a good time. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I said, the last time I wish I could remember more, but being in the hospital, it's a wild time. But this time, like I said, it's so much fun.
Okay.
So much fun this time around.
All right, we're so glad. All right, are you going to be taking your daughters are 5 and 6?
5 and 6. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And then your wife is back out the hills.
Yep. They're all
She's liking the
snowboarding.
snow. Normally, they're from North Dakota, so your wife doesn't love the snow, but hey, you can't not love it out here.
Right. There's no wind back home. She's the one who actually has to move the snow, and she's like, I'm not a big snow fan, but she's snowboarding and she's loving it, and it's really cool to see.
Yeah.
It's really cool to see.
Yeah, and just to have that freedom on the slopes, that freedom of movement, doing something together as a family.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, we'll have to get you back for a summer program.
Oh, for sure. I did the summer program too, actually. So let's come after that too.
Okay. Oh well, he loves it all around, year round. Yeah. Okay, perfect. And what would you say to a veteran who's maybe asked, Walter Reed or Brooke to come out here? What advice would you give?
Give it a try. You got to give it a try. Expect to put in the work. It's a vacation, but at the same time, it's a lot more fun when you actually progress and get better at monoskiing, because then you can actually start having fun once you get past the fundamentals. So anybody who's coming out, absolutely come out, learn the fundamentals, and then you'll have a lot of fun.
Yeah, you'll have fun. Okay, cool. All right, if you want to learn more, and these programs are absolutely free to the families, it's vailveteransprogram.org for more information. Ashley, you have any questions?
Mark, can you hear? I just wanted to say, hey, thanks so much for your service. And then also, I love that you're actually, talking to the other branches. I mean, what branch would you say, is the best, Mark? Because I feel like there's always a debate about which branch of service is really the best.
It's the best. You can't ask me that. I mean, of course I'm going to say the Marine Corps. I'm a Marine guy. But yeah.
Just didn't know if your mind had changed by any means, being out there on the slopes and hanging out with Air Force guys. I didn't know if you'd been converted.
It sounds cool. It sounded like a fun time, but Marine Corps all the way. So.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. And obviously, Mark, what a great testament. If you've been out here now, is it 3 times that you've been part of the Vail Veterans programs, the winter and the summer?
I did winter and summer back in 2011, 2012, and then 10 years later, I'm doing the winter one. So I'll probably do the summer one, hopefully, I guess this year. If they got a summer one, so we'll do that, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much. And again, thank you so much for your service. All right. I mean, again, right, if this is the 3rd time, it's a good time. It's fun. You're not gonna be going back to something that you're like, no, that was kind of boring and not helpful. So great job to Vail Veterans Program, and also to all of our veterans out there. Thank you for your service. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we are going to have just kind of a little last look outside, and then we're going to be closing out this Wednesday edition of Vail Valley Live.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Told you it was going to be quick. Also, I did want to say hello to my Aunt Diane, who is watching this morning. So hello, Diane. I love you. She is deaf, so hopefully she's reading my lips all right, or she's got the, the script running on the screen right now. But good morning. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you to all of you for watching this morning and for chatting with us, to Dan and to John and to Rita, and then also to Rodney. I saw you like John's comment about how interesting that segment was over at the Ski Museum. So anyway, thank you guys for joining in, and also for just saying hello. It makes my day every time that you do it. And let's, can we bring Trisha back in to say goodbye? So,
Here we go.
Oh, Trisha. Oh,
Yeah.
you're not done yet. Who we have now?
Okay, no. Okay, we're not done. Okay, so while we were talking to Mark and Jen and everything, Paul Richards from the UK came over to say hi.
Oh.
So we knew you were in town.
Yeah, I was here.
and I just love it because he's been a fan for years. He's been communicating with us for years. He let us know he'd landed in Denver.
Yeah.
And you were coming up. How many days have you been here now?
I've been here just under a week now. So, but this is the 21st year of being here. And I was coming out here when the kids were right down here. You know, they were, 6 years old. My daughter's now grown up, just had our first grandchild. I'm out here by myself this year because unfortunately I lost my wife last January, and all my buddies were, you've got to go on your vacation. So I'm out here, and you know, all the family's missing her. But no, I'm out here skiing, absolutely loving it. Also had two new knees this year back in the UK. This one 7 months ago, this one only 4 months ago.
Oh my gosh.
And I've been out there, you know, doing these runs like crazy.
Oh, that's awesome. You feel good.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm not going to get broken. Nothing can break in there now.
That's it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we're so glad that you came back.
Yeah, and I've already booked for next year.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you like to stay? Do you stay on Vail or River
Yeah,
Creek?
we stay in the lodge at Vail.
Okay.
So I'm there every pretty much every year. Get to know the guys there.
Yeah.
And there's a few people I know, which is quite good because the whole resort, what brings me back, some people say, why don't I go skiing in Europe? It's just across the way. But once you've skied out here, you know, between me and you, you're not going back to Europe. All right. And that's the kind of way it is. And yeah, booked here for next year. Lodge at Vail again. Everyone here is just always so friendly. You know, people that you've never met. People I meet on the gondola, you know, they're happy to chat. And, you know, listening to you guys, even back in the UK before I come out here, you know, it just makes the excitement build and build all the time. You know, and you guys have come on so much because I started following you when you started this video, or Vail Daily, as it were. And you guys have come on so much. You really have. Your whole team is just I personally love it.
Oh,
you know, I'm sitting there at breakfast in the morning watching you all. So
we love
it. Okay. You know, and you give out so many good tips as well. You know, tips where to go, what to do. These little things that you're not going to find out because you could turn up here in the resort and just ski and go. Yeah. But you know, to tune into you guys to see what you are, you know, these little things. You can do this, you can do that. With this going on, there's that going on. This is brilliant.
Okay.
Love it.
Well, I got a couple tips for you, Paul. Okay, so if you take tier 4 up, so we're going to go Gandhi to 4, Mountaintop Express. There's a new, well, it's not new, but it's kind of revamped a little bit, but it's called the Legacy Hut. Yeah. And it's just between tier 4 and 11, and really kind of gives some cool details of the history of the mountain. So that could be fun. And then you're staying at the Lodge at Vail. Yeah. I think they've got free live music Wednesdays and Saturdays from 3 to 6.
I found that out the other day.
Okay, cool. And then if you need something else to do, Colorado Snowsports Museum tonight. We're going to be talking about the Olympics. Are you excited about the Olympics?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you guys had someone from the UK do really well in Austria.
Yeah, Dave Ridings, he won. He's 35. No offence to anyone 35, but, you know, in sports terms. But, yeah, he won. Awesome. You know, we've been following him in the UK, obviously, forever. You know, but, you know, secretly I've been, you know, a bit of a Lindsay Vonn fan in the years going by, you know, you know, Michaela's different, you know, follow her a hell of a lot, and she's still breaking the records now, isn't she? So it's just, you know, Great. Then you've got some other guys coming up as well, haven't you?
Yeah,
From
yeah.
Vail, going out to the Olympics.
Yeah, River Ronimus is going to be going, so we're excited about that. Kai Owens is from Eagleville. She's going, doing the moguls, so we're excited about all of that.
Yeah.
How long are you staying here?
Well, I'm out of here tomorrow because, well, I actually would like to stay longer, but I've got a friend who's working at the Daytona 24-hour race, so I'm flying to Miami tomorrow night and then going up to the Daytona 24-hour. So,
hey, that's not bad. You're going to get a little skiing in, a little Daytona.
Yeah, that's it.
This is going to be fun.
But no, I'm booked already, so we're coming back next year. It's going to be longer.
Okay.
Got to be longer.
All right. Well, we're really happy that you came. Ashley, do you have any questions?
Oh my gosh, Paul, it's so nice to like meet you. I know you can't see me right now, but it's so excited to meet you after chatting with you, and we're so happy that you're here. Also, you're getting the chat talking again. So John from North Carolina says, "Have a great time, Paul." And man, you know, I know Trisha's got all the tips about like the skiing and you know, the events and things, but also, you know, close to your hotel is a great Mexican restaurant where you can get tequila. Paul, that's my recommendation. Go get yourself a good margarita. Do you like margaritas? Is that a thing?
Well, you know, I don't actually drink at all, ever. But when I popped into this, you know, music in the lodge in Vail, I got thrust a drink in my hand from someone I knew at the hotel, and my head was going because you're at the altitude. Because when you have the alcohol up here, it's a lot stronger. So, but no. Yeah.
Okay, scratch that. Scratch the tequila. We'll go back to hot chocolate. Check out the hot chocolate at the Four Seasons before you go, if you have a chance.
Yes. Hot chocolate at the Four Seasons. It is a magical experience.
It's amazing.
Sure. You got to do it.
Okay. I haven't seen any cookies at the end of any runs at all.
Well, that's Beaver Creek. Just Beaver Creek. Are you going to go to Beaver Creek?
I haven't got time. I'm going to stay here.
Okay, he's going to stay here. We'll get you to McCoy Park next year.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to keep on chatting with us. We want to hear what you're doing, and I'll give you a big hug.
Oh, yeah, I'm hugging you too. Oh, man, awesome. Thank you, Trisha. Right. Thank you, Paul. How about, hey, on the count of three.
Again. And if you're watching, good luck with your ventures, okay?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Maybe you need it over there.
He'll be back. Standing can, isn't it? Now?
Standing can. Yeah, totally.
All right. Thank you so much, you two. And Paul, so nice to finally meet you in person. This is so cool. Well, and you know what I mean. All right. Oh, man. Okay. Well, Paul, enjoy the rest of the time that you have here. We can't wait to hear more from you. And I look forward to just having you as part of our Vail Valley Live family for years and years to come. So thanks so much for being on the show this morning. And thanks to all of you for watching Arena Modern. Thanks for supporting the veterans. We're so proud of them, right? Like we are so proud of them. So have an amazing Wednesday. Thanks for being here with us. We'll see you back here live at 7:30 tomorrow.